So, today we are going to discuss something very important. It is how to balance digital life, how to balance uh, along with now everything now is on the digital platform. Everyone wishes to be on some platform. Most of the communication also is on some social platform. So in this scenario, the Gen Z is 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 too much into information bombardment through this social platform. So how to tackle this? So in today's session, we wish to discuss this, how to tackle this smartphone or social media, the bombardment of the social media, or else how to balance digital life, because balance is required, because is it's unavoidable. Social media and social is very, very unavoidable. So now, in this kind of scenario, where everything is being channelized through social media, WhatsApp, Facebook, everything, most of the information is through these channels. How do we tackle and strike a balance between a personal life and the social media life? So we would start with, first of all, I would like to thank the organizers who have organized this seminar. And I wish that everyone, all of us, should be very attentive throughout this 40 minutes journey. And I wish that all of us should be making notes to understand, to take this point home. So we'll start with a small prayer. Om Jnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम् वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुन् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं सागरजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधो जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौनांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी ऋषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वंशाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। The social media, it has become a big tool for simplifying the life of people. Now, the information which was to be gathered through emails, initially the information was through letters, and which would take something like 15 days to come. Now, the information, as soon as it is produced, immediately the information is broadcasted throughout the whole world, and it would take something like 3.36 seconds, 3.5 seconds, and 3.5 seconds it takes to reach to the end of the world. It is of great help. It is of great help to spread something, to spread awareness about something. This is of great help. We have seen the situations, the older generations have seen the situation where just because the information could not reach, just because they could not get the proper steps to tackle a situation, they were into great troubles. Now the situation is we are on that point where we sometimes have a need that the information spreading should be stopped. Like at some places, when police or the army has to do some operation, then they use jammers so that people's networks are stopped and the information of this thing may not pass around to everyone, and which goes to the counterpart also sometimes, and they become very careful. So just to stop this, there are jammers which actually the whole area's networks are stopped just to stop the information transfer from that area. Now in this course of getting information through this social media and social platforms, the Gen Z has developed a new kind of habit to always check into the social platforms. And everything or anything comes on the social platform will surely affect the consciousness of the generation, of the younger generation, the teenage. So here we wish to elucidate within these 20 minutes, we wish to elucidate what are the different factors, what are the different ways we can tackle this kind of addiction to the social media, addiction to the information bombardment. And sometimes it's a way of relaxation, just scrolling down and down just to have some different things, showing information about some cooking things or some how to destroy tires. So now what are the different ways, what steps can we take? Now one of the major thing with Bhagavad Gita says is that man eva hi manushyanam karanam bandha mokshaye. Anything, if you are in control of your mind, the mind can help you. So one thing which we have to understand is that the mind can help you to control anything. If your intelligence is strong, your mind can be controlled, and through that your senses can be controlled, and it is actually a sense control. It is useful, just like you pass urine. So whenever you feel, you can pass. But every time you don't wish to. Because whenever you feel, then only you go to the washroom. Similarly, we have to understand that if whatever is the peak time for that information which is required for me, let's choose a very common time for this social media, wherein I have to use the social media. Wherein I have to use the social media. So, some of the steps practically we can take that actually mind control has been explained in example of uh, cart, a rath cart, where the cart is actually the body, the horses are the senses, the reins are the mind, the driver is the intelligence, and the person sitting in the cart is the but is we. So now we, through this analogy of the cart, we have to understand that who is the master? We are the master. The driver is the servant of the master. The driver's servant are the reins, and the reins are the master for the horses. Horses are driven by the reins. The reins are driven by the ropes are driven by the driver. The driver is on the beck and call of the master sitting inside. Now, what has to be done? What has to be done? Now, philosophically understanding that whenever mind says something, we have to first analyze it, because the senses are just information gathering points. Now, the senses take the information to the through the reins, through the mind. They take the information to the intelligence whether to do this or not, and the intelligence casually, if it allows, then the actual person sitting should say, no, no, I want to do this, I don't want to do this, I want to do this. So there should be a continuous discussion, and if the intelligence of decisions immediately. So, how to balance digital life? First of all, try to understand that your life is not only about social media. There are many things which are also there, and those means of information should be utilized more, so that the habit of getting information through social media is stopped. So much of social media, if it has come into our life, so what we have to do is now start reducing to the maximum, as much as possible. As much as possible, we reduce this. How we reduce this? Try an alternative phone, maybe an alternative phone for information. Get the paper information, or else uh, you can we can first, one of the things is that we turn off our phones at least at night from 9 to morning 9. You have to understand that whatever is on WhatsApp or whatever is on other places is not an immediate thing unless and until a call comes. So, if it is possible to separate these things, calls are emergencies many times. So, even there also we have to decide whether the calls have to be taken or not. Those calls which are important. So, if we can switch to a small phone for calls and have a phone which in a day we put in the phone, and that can be utilized only when that phone is required. So the smartphone, if we can separate that from the phone which we use, and actually speaking, some person may say that, oh, the Google Pay and many things in the SIM itself, it is there. So if you can separate these things, all the payments and everything, you can use some other means also like Paytm. So this doesn't require payment. This doesn't require that the SIM should be there inside. So your ways of, taking payments or giving payments can be this, maybe. So which will not require your SIM to be inside the phone. Then we have to schedule our social media free hours. Which hours are my social media free hours? Now, social media free hours requires your some amount of vairagya, because we have to understand that things will not stop if you don't see social media. Then third thing, replace scrolling with walking. Whenever you talk, whenever you use phones, whenever you use phone, you start walking and you go outside, and as far as possible keep the phone if you require it. Now whenever you see, you start observing that you are scrolling uselessly. As soon as you use leave the phone, and immediately you start walking somewhere outside. Another thing is keeping a separate place for, this is the fourth technique. This is keeping a separate place for using social media. That means whenever I'm in bed, I will never be using this. Social media has to be somewhere else. So you keep your laptop, your mobiles, and everything at a separate place. And that place is your workplace, and other places where your bed is there and everything, there is your sadhana place or whatever your study or workplace. There you should not take this smartphones, etc. So keeping your phone far away from your bedroom or your spiritual room or your workplace, that is one of the ways. Another very good way is to trying for no food days or no social media days. No social media or no food. That kind of some days, okay, trying that, okay, today I don't have anything and I don't expect anything. Let's have no phone day. I will just have a small, only for calls if they come. Otherwise, I will not see my smartphone. So this will gradually break our multitasking habit or distracted lifestyle. The practice of distracted lifestyle will be broken by this one day fasting, no screen Sunday, or no screen Wednesday, no screen Monday. Mm. Sixth thing is always try to purchase books and read. Whichever books we wish, try to purchase it or have a book at your end. Maybe you can take the book and be keep it in your some bag whichever you travel, whenever you travel. Another very important thing is checking and observing, uh, keeping a track of your screen time. So this is always there. But if you can put it on your main screen, then you understand whenever you see there is a digital well-being thing, you see how much is the screen time, then you understand that oh, so much of time I'm spending on the social media or YouTube or Facebook or different things. So, and this is actually causing so much of strain on your eyes, so much of strain on your spinal cord, nervous system at different places at different times. This is affecting a lot. And the information which they are giving, that also is sometimes very, very distracting. Like they say that, oh, that heroine got married to this man at the age of 21 when the man was at the age of 43. Now, why do you need this information? You don't need this information, but they know that if I write this, these generation will surely click on this. And through this, I will pull them to. So now, whenever these things, which wherever these kind of attractive uh, ways of information appear, we try to stop it. How? First of all your subscriptions. Social media is only for requirement, not for, they should not tell you what to do. So whenever they give you information, you don't take the information, you stop those channels. Like there is in Chrome, there is a Discover tab. So you switch off that tab. No need any information discovery is not required. In Chrome, if you go, as soon as you open, there is a discovery is off. Discover, there is a discover thing written there. So you should put it off. If you put it on, then all kinds of useless information will come. You see? What information? 20,000 rupees you keep, and then you will get this, you know, five after 5 years, 14 lakh rupees. Ambani went to Srinathji Mandir and gave 50 crore rupees to Srinathji Mandir. Okay, this is good, but do you require this information? What will you do with this information? Hmm? So what is our search about it? What all things are taking me to a distracted pathway, and I should stop those pathways. So this discover tab should be stopped. Similarly, in YouTube as well, you should select, okay, this, I will switch off any history or anything notification, everything stop. So whenever you want something, you just search that. You search, okay, you want a lecture on, or you want a lecture on time management by ISKCON devotees. So so this you can just search, and then whatever comes you see, and this you search. After that, you keep your search and notification and everything off. So you don't have anything on your, they will not tell you what to do. If they give you any information, surely it is a distractive information. They tell you means it's always, anything free is always a distraction. They tell you means it's a distraction. So I told you some of the techniques. Seventh thing is limit news intake essentially. Limit news intake means what information you wish to have, what information you don't wish to have. So you should have a limit of that. You should have a limit of this. This means you channelize it, that as soon as anyone gives you any information, you have not asked for it, then mostly it is a useless information. Then eighth thing is practice relaxation every evening. Eye relaxation means you just keep your हरे कृष्ण माता जी आ रहा हूँ मैं आ रहा हूँ यार हाँ जी हाँ जी मैं आता हूँ so uh, we have to limit this we have to practice eye relaxation every evening we have to every evening or every after 3 4 hours maybe we can put our hand here, take them deep breath, and then put some, rub your eyes a little bit, and just keep your eyes closed. Take a 3 hour nap or some 30 seconds of power nap. So this is eye relaxation. So every now and then, something like you can put an alarm of 1 hour of screen time. Then there is a digital well-being thing there in the smartphones also. After 1 hour or 40 minutes or so, or maybe 2 hours, you put an alarm to relax. Another very important thing, the last thing which we should have is we should try to write more. Now we want to write on smartphones, typing, and it's not so exploratory. Writing actually on copies and notes and everything is very good. Writing actually on those is very good, very good. So we should try that we keep journal writing, and we write our thoughts every night or whenever we find time. We write, and this way we can actually control our social media intake. So so the most important thing is to understand that this mind and senses and everything and my intelligence are my servants. I should be making a schedule for them. They should not push me to a schedule. They are my servants to be utilized by me. So we should, for this, if mind control is understood, and one of some of the things which will actually benefit you is to make our intelligence strong, make our mind strong through what? Through reading, meditating, chanting. You can do meditation on Hare Krishna Mahamantra, chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So this you can do. So doing all this, as well as doing uh, uh, the practice, actually practicing these spiritual techniques, the spiritual meditation, reading, and then hearing about it, and being absorbed in spiritual things, or being absorbed in whatever is your goal, then gradually this will not distract you. And also making a proper schedule of yours, and whenever there is a distraction, you observe yourself. Oh, this is the way my mind is cheating me. Okay, what steps I can take? Okay, keep my smartphone here, or else I can have a very small dabba phone that will suffice me. Hmm. So this way, this is the way we actually work. on this. So this is a big menace, and I discussed some within this 40 minutes, half an hour. I discussed some main points through which at least what we can do is take these some 9 steps, and 9 to 10 steps which I told you. So this will actually benefit you to control your social media and control your balancing your digital life. So I cannot say that whole this social media can be omitted, because it's now into the life of people. It's very difficult to completely reject this, because most of the things are on social media. But we can limit it. We can limit gradually. We can make a point that we have at least we prove that this social media is my servant, and I am to utilize it. It should not utilize me. It should not use me. I should use it. So this is something which I could make out. And with this, we close for the day today. So this 40 minutes we utilized to analyze how to balance, how to take some few steps, how to balance our digital life or social media life. And so over to the organizers. If you have any questions or anything, we can take those questions. Hare Krishna.